It is a road well traveled by thousands of daily commuters. State Route 91. Like a much-needed prescription, relief could be on the way. The proposed $1.3 billion State Route 91 Corridor Improvement Project. The project is nearing completion of the preliminary engineering and environmental approval process. Two build alternatives, as well as a no-build alternative, were studied. Ultimately, the decision of which alternative may be selected will not be made until the completion of the environmental process. Alternative number 2 adds one general-purpose lane in each direction and converts the existing carpool lanes into 4 tolled express lanes, 2 in each direction, those lanes now marked in green. Alternative number 2 has been identified as the preferred alternative through an interdisciplinary process carried out by the project development team that evaluated the alternatives. Alternative 2 was found to better meet the project's purpose to improve vehicle movement within the corridor and reduce diversion of regional traffic from the freeways into the surrounding communities. The results of the alternatives evaluation was documented in the draft environmental document, which was circulated for public review in May 2010. For a closer look at alternative number 2, we'll now take you on a flyover tour along State Route 91. From this vantage point, you're heading east, just past State Route 241 in Orange County, heading into Riverside County. State Route 91 is approaching 50 years old, and the traffic demands it set out to relieve beginning in the early 1960s is now overwhelming it. But there is help. The SR 91 Corridor Improvement Project. The 14-mile improvement corridor is one of the most heavily traveled and congested routes in Southern California. On a daily basis, more than 280,000 vehicles pass along these lanes in both directions, from commuters to commercial transport. If approved following environmental review, Alternative 2 would add one general-purpose lane in each direction and also converts the existing carpool lanes into 4 tolled express lanes, 2 in each direction. The improved express lanes are marked in green. Ramp improvements, marked in bright yellow, would be made at various local street interchanges where needed to accommodate the outside widening on State Route 91 as well as future traffic demand. Additional auxiliary lanes would also be added on the outside of State Route 91 to facilitate weaving movements for traffic entering and exiting the freeway. At State Route 71, a general-purpose lane, marked in brown, would be added in each direction, extending to Interstate 15. The improvement project is part of the overall $1.3 billion improvement plan, which would pay for road widening, improvement of traffic lanes, ramps and intersections, and the addition of connectors and extensions. It is estimated that the project would create over 16,000 jobs, including 4,600 jobs directly involved with construction and support of the project. Local streets, shown in dark blue, run along the freeway and would be realigned as needed to accommodate the widening on State Route 91. Improvements at the Maple Street overcrossing interchange would include a new westbound direct connector on-ramp. Up ahead, improvement at Lincoln Avenue along the upper right would include eastbound hook ramps. New frontage roads, shown in dark blue, are proposed to improve local circulation between Lincoln Avenue and Grand Boulevard to compensate for removal of the non-standard ramps at Grand Boulevard. Proceeding easterly on State Route 91 to Interstate 15, the bridge over Main Street would be reconstructed to accommodate additional lanes on Main Street crossing under State Route 91. A separate collector-distributor road system on the outside of the mainline Route 91, shown in light blue, would be constructed to facilitate weaving movements. A direct connector in the median is also proposed to link express lanes from State Route 91 southerly to Interstate 15, providing access to and from the south on Interstate 15. That direct connection would continue southerly on Interstate 15 south of Magnolia Avenue interchange and terminate prior to Ontario Avenue with access from the Ontario Avenue interchange and points south. Continuing from Interstate 15 easterly on State Route 91, an additional lane would be reconfigured to provide a smooth transition from the termination of eastbound express lanes to the existing carpool and general purpose lanes to help minimize backup at the termination point. This additional lane would extend about 3 miles into the city of Riverside and terminate at the Pierce Street off-ramp.